you've gone through an experience in your life, and then you go through another experience writing, and then you go through an experience making the movie, and then you can pass that experience that hopefully feels truthfully packaged in a movie, 90 minutes, 2 hours, whatever. You can then hand that over to someone else and go, a lot of this may have imagination and cinematic tools and stuff, but there's a little bit of me in there, and here you go. And so you can, it's weird. It's like you're wanting to actually selflessly give to people, but sometimes the best way to do that is to keep a little bit of you there.
Yeah.
And so you go, I get a version of what you're experiencing, audience member out there, because here's the story, you know? And I think I love what you said, something about showing, people are hurting and giving them a space to see that in a film, but not leaving them there.
Yeah.
And so you can be hurting and yet have hope. I think that's the Christian flavor, I think. Not that films that aren't explicitly Christian don't have hopeful themes and stuff, but I think, to me, the word hope sticks out as to why I find following Jesus compelling, and why I think faith storytelling is interesting, because it's actually, I think Christianity is so honest about who we are, and yet so, in the darkness. There's so much darkness in the Bible, and it points to that, but it then also points to the light of that forgiveness you were talking about, ultimately found in Christ. We've experienced that. But that was just to kind of echo what you were saying as far as what people are going through. And I really do hope that both these films, people, and I've said this before, but I'll reiterate it, people, inside the church and outside of it, can see themselves in a character, go through an emotional journey like the characters go through, and come out the other side connecting with them, but maybe feeling moved or changed or something. But it's weird. It's kind of counterintuitive, because you'd think we're Christians, right? We want to go out and preach. We want to go out and preach and tell people, and there's a place for that. But funnily enough, it sounds like that's not what we're doing with our films.
No.
We still, and we have to be transparent, we want people to share the faith we do, but
simply because we got compassion
and you care
for them to find the resolve that hope in Jesus gives you.
Yeah.
No matter the wrestle you're going through, like you said, it doesn't fix you overnight.
Yeah.
But what it does do is set your feet on a really solid foundation. So that, because I don't know about you, as a man, as a dad, as a husband, my family deserves me to be on my knees in prayer. And I think if I wasn't on my knees in prayer, they wouldn't get the best of me.
Yeah.
And I want families to be inspired to take back that ground of a spiritual determination that we're in a spiritual fight. As much as we see nations against nations, there's a spiritual war going on. And the moment peace comes in is usually because someone's on their knees in prayer, saying, Jesus, come on in and have your way and bring restoration, bring light, bring hope, restore peace and joy. And continue.
Oh, no, I was
interrupted your flow.
No, I was going to add on to that and say, it seems counterintuitive as well in the spiritual journey, but you have to, well, not have to, but what's the word? You think of a fight, right? And you think of, I've got to fight my battle. And I've been through that too, where I've gone, I've got to fight this, I've got to fight that, just got to push through. And again, it's kind of echoed in the characters. They're fighting a battle, but the problem is they're fighting it on their own. And the Christian story is one of, hold on a second, the way you win the battle is not by just fighting harder, because you end up burning out. You end up isolated, you end up just in a not great place. But if you can just not palm off the fight to God and a whatever, but pass it to him, place it in his hands.
Yeah. And
the offer's there for that, for my characters in the film. We'll see if they do or don't. I won't spoil that. But you win the fight by knowing that you can't win it in a weird way. There's all these it's a very weird thing, this whole Christian faith is. But I think, there's a piece of that that's in my movie, but I don't know if you resonate with that either personally or film-wise. But getting on your knees in prayer doesn't seem very heroic, but it can be the most heroic thing you can do. Is to be like, there's a hero bigger than me.
Yes.
There's someone greater than me, and so I need to actually
yield.
let someone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you win the fight by yielding.
Yes.
Surrendering to it. Yeah, so it's very interesting, and that's something I've learnt in my spiritual journey, and there's bits of it in the movie too.